What's going on, everyone? It's been a minute since I made a video, so I figured I would hop on today and give a quick update. My garage has changed quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, it's only one motorcycle. I got rid of my GSX S1000, not because there was anything wrong with the bike. I actually love the bike. However, my wife is looking to get her endorsement and looking to start riding. She didn't like the sport bike, so I traded in the GSX 1000 and picked up another Harley that she's able to sit on and comfortable on, and that's what she's going to learn how to ride. In the meantime, still playing around with my lowrider. So right now, let me go over some of the that I've done to it so far. So I think since the last video, I put the fueling air filter on it. Got the Killer Custom 2-inch bars on it. Put my Codlin front turn signals on it. What else? So I got the seat off right now. That's because I'm doing the turn signals on the back side. So just a little tip, if anybody on here ever looks to do their signals, which just about everybody does, dude, make your life 1,000 times easier. These little 3 plugs right there, unplug them, 2 bolts on each side. The whole back fender comes off, and it's like so much easier to change out your signals. Just a little tip there. I didn't realize that until I was starting to work on the second one. Saved me a lot of time doing it. But so yeah, I think you guys know I got the stage 2 in here. I took this bike down to the track at Bradenton. So I ran the quarter-mile track on it, and I ran an 11.8 on it. Now I know that's not the fastest for a motorcycle, but you're also talking, I'm 290 pounds. So I think if the bike had like a 190-pound rider, that high 11 probably would have been a low 11 second bike, which I think is pretty impressive for a V-twin air-cooled Harley with simply a cam intake and exhaust in it. So yeah, not sure where else I'm gonna go with this bike. I love this bike a lot. I do want to do a breakout in the future, so I haven't decided. I'm planning on a breakout in probably spring of 25. I just don't know if I'm going to trade in this bike for it or if I'm going to trade in the Fat Bob for it. Dumb luck, I would have bought a breakout instead of that bike, but I couldn't find one anywhere. And then literally right after I bought that bike, 2 days later, the dealership got a breakout in. So I was not very happy about that. But at any rate, I am 100% going to get a breakout. So I think in my head, what I'm probably going to end up doing is keeping the lowrider because I just have too much tied into the lowrider. And then anything I do to the Fat Bob, I will make sure that it is able to transfer over to the breakout. Like, for instance, the exhaust. It still has a stock exhaust on the bike. So whatever exhaust I do get for this, it will be really more planned for a breakout as opposed to this bike. They can use the same exhaust, but I'm going to want something that's going to look better and fit the breakout more than this bike will. You can see I took the air filter from the lowrider, threw it on this bike. It's actually made a big difference as far as the sound. I love the growl that it actually gives with this. But I will tell you, anybody looking to get a Fat Bob, so I like the bike a lot. It's kind of like I guess you consider it like a sport-oriented Harley, as much as a Harley can be sport-oriented. The difference between the 114 and the 117, I will say, is night and day. And then when you add the stage 2 to that bike and the exhaust and all that stuff, this bike feels incredibly slow compared to that bike. So one of two things is going to happen. Like I said, I really, really want to break out. I am so all over the place, honestly, because I do like this bike a lot, and I've thought about just going all the way with it and putting a stage 4 in it, a 131 kit, and then just having this beast of a bike, 140 horsepower, and that's to the wheel and such. And then keeping this bike as kind of like the sportier bike, and then trading in the lowrider and using that as my cruiser, or I can just simply trade that in for the breakout and have 2 cruisers. it sounds kind of silly, but again, I just have so much damn money into this bike. So I'm just not really sure. I'm just so up in the air on what I want to do. Yeah, so I guess that's really all I wanted to talk about for today. I want to start making more videos again. I want to get a camera mount for the bike so I can start making riding videos and good stuff. I really enjoy making videos. I really don't care about if I have subscribers. I'm not looking to become a professional YouTube. It's just something I like doing. I just think it's kind of cool. I like sharing my bikes. I'm not a big show guy. I don't really go to shows. I don't really ride in groups. I just generally ride by myself. I've always found over the years that when you ride in groups, that's when trouble happens, and that's when people crash and all that crappy stuff. So I'm more of a loner when I ride. Maybe I'll ride with one or two people. But at the very least, I would love to start doing test rides on bikes and doing some videos with that kind of stuff. I know there's a ton of people out there doing it, but everybody's different. Everybody has different impressions of bikes. You know, coming from a sport biker for 20 something years, I think I've said before, I've been on the track quite a bit, organized and unorganized. So maybe I can just offer a different perspective of motorcycles and how I feel about them. I will say, like, I like Harley a lot more than I thought I would have when I made the switch over. I don't miss sport bikes at all. I sat on an R6 the other day, and I just couldn't believe, honestly, that I've ever even done that before. So yeah, so that's it for today. Like I said, more to come. Hopefully I'll start posting a little bit more, and hopefully I can start touching a little more people. And I don't mean literally touching people. I think you know what I mean. Do some mods, people that are looking to do mods. Maybe I can offer some opinions and give people some ideas of what they want to do. But that's it. So that's all I got today, guys. So keep the rubber side down. I'm getting ready to go for a ride and put this thing back together. See ya. Peace.